double the drum, but double the effectiveness? Hey guys, Shotter here. Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about the MG34 with the the drum magazine, the dual drum magazine. So first, I'm going to be saying how good the weapon is it effective, some history on it, and more or less just talking about the weapon in general. As always, before we start talking about the weapons in-game stats, let's talk about the weapon's real-life history. Now, I'm going to be talking about the MG34, or the Maschinengewehr und 30. Sorry, I believe that was the correct one. Essentially, this was the first GPMG, or General Purpose Machine Gun, and it earned the nickname as, well, it's basically a universal machine gun. I can't pronounce the German version of it. It was a very powerful LMG, and it had some it had really good developments, and it did have a lot of rounds. You could also have there was also that, of course, the drum, which is because it came with several drum belts, including the one used in Enlisted, which it has the smallest of the drums, ironically. But this was the first ever general purpose machine gun, which would later be used on stuff like the M60. So, that being said, how does the weapon perform in game? The MG34 can be found in both the Berlin and Normandy campaigns. It is unlocked along with the Machine Gunner 2 squad at level 23 in Berlin. In Normandy, it is unlocked at level 35 alongside the Machine Gunner 3 squad. The weapon has a max rounds of 75 and comes by default with an extra mag. Having a single small ammo pouch will make it so that it has an additional mag on top of that, and a large one will add 2 on top of the additional mag, meaning that at most you can carry 4 drums of this thing. It has a hit power of 12 with good drop off, meaning that it will still instant kill at long ranges. It has a muzzle velocity of 750 meters a second. It has a rate of fire of 730 to 800 shots per minute, a very long reload time of 5.7 seconds, 15 vertical and 19 horizontal recoil, and can only fire in full auto. Upgrading it to level 2 reduces its reload time from 5.7 to 4.8, which is 15%. Upgrading it to level 5 will increase the rate of fire from 730 to 800 to 800 to 880, which is an increase of 10%. And if you fully upgrade it, the shot deviation is reduced by 15%, and the hit power goes from 12 to 13.2. So, all in all, it's got some good stats, but is it effective? Well, yeah. It's the final unlock LMG, and if we're being honest, it trumps the MG34 and the 42. In fact, I often say that the MG34 and the MG42 is apples and pears between the two. They're both fantastic LMGs, but they both have different advantages and disadvantages. The MG34 often is cheaper than the 42, but the 42 has better sights. I personally prefer the 42, but even with my love for the 42, I prefer this thing to the 42. Now, it does have the 34's problem of worse sights, which is even more elongated because of these drums. However, it kind of makes up for this for the fact that this thing is a monster at close range. And it's basically a monster anywhere. You put this thing anywhere, and anything in front of you will die. And that's what's good about this, and why, in my opinion, it is the Axis' best LMG. And in my opinion, this could be one of the best LMGs in the game. In fact, I would strongly say this might be the best LMG in the game. Maybe beaten by the new Browning M19 19A6, which I haven't had the chance to use yet. as of recording, but this thing just looks insanely powerful, and I mean, look at it. It looks powerful. Probably is. Like, it looks powerful. It's really powerful to use. I've literally ran down hills spraying the fuck with this thing. It's really good. And honestly, I just recommend it. Like, obviously the cost's going to be a bit high, but it's a really good justified cost. And I think this is definitely the Axis' best LMG. I think this thing is definitely a top 3 contender at the moment. At the moment, this is top 3 contender. Maybe joint with the MG30, with the MP43, and of course the Thompson, which I do prefer to this thing. But it's still an incredible weapon, and highly deserving of a spot in the top 3, and highly deserving as the second best Axis weapon. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review on the MG34 with the drum. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I will be hopefully making a review on the Browning when I A, unlock it, and B, you know, just use it a little bit more. Like, use it as a little bit. As well as the review on, of course, all the levels, which I'm still working on. But luckily, I've got a 300% boost on at the moment, so maybe I can get some level ups with that. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.